Hello there, dear viewer. I didn't expect to see you here. To be frank, I didn't expect to see any of us here. Some terrible news just came across my metaphorical desk. The headline reads, YouTube Terms of Service allows AI music training, Google says in a copyright lawsuit. Now, if you're anything like me, you don't know what that means. So let's dive a little deeper into this article. It says, Google says in a new court filing that YouTube's Terms of Service grant a broad license for artificial intelligence models to be trained on music uploaded directly to the platform. Well, that's a little more clear. So YouTube now, and I say now, but I'm not really sure how long this has been going on, but they use music uploaded to the website, any music, yes, even that dumbass song you uploaded, to train AI models, and no one really knew. The article says, the argument came in Google's June 8th motion to dismiss copyright infringement litigation filed earlier this year by a group of independent artists, songwriters, and producers. The lawsuit claims that Lyria 3, the AI music model launched by Google in February, was trained on songs ripped from YouTube without compensating the artists. So that's just some terrible news. I'd like to say it's a slippery slope, but it appears if you look on your left here, we're already at the bottom of this slope. And do note this isn't a particularly new thing. Many AI models are trained using copyrighted material, be it movies or TV, but these AI companies argue it all falls under fair use of copyright laws. Not really a battle for you and I to fight, that one there. Copyright laws are notoriously vague and kind of just flimsy. If they want it to be fair use, it's fair use. If they don't want it to be fair use, it isn't. Though that's not what Google did. No. The article says the Google case is different because Google owns YouTube. Rather than arguing fair use, the lawyers at Google say somewhere in the 3 billion long page terms of service that no one actually reads, there is a clause that states they have the right to train AI with any songs uploaded to YouTube, be it an indie artist or Tom York himself. Google's statement was the lawsuit is based on the unsupported hypothesis that Google trained on their specific works. Even accepting their untested allegations as fact, the complaint cannot stand. Plaintiffs each granted YouTube and Google, which provides the service, a broad license to use the uploaded content. That license, present in YouTube Terms of Service, authorized the conduct alleged in the complaint. So maybe we should have read all those Terms of Service, but regardless, there's no option to opt out of this at all. It's possibility created the very second you upload any piece of content onto this godforsaken website. The article goes on, specifically the motion cites a clause in YouTube's Terms of Service that states, by providing content to the service or uploading any piece of content to the website, you grant to YouTube a worldwide, non-exclusive, royalty-free, sub-licensable, and transferable license to use that content, including to reproduce, distribute, prepare derivative works, display, and perform it in connection with the service and YouTube's and its successors and affiliates' business. If you understood what I just said, chances are your hands are on your head right around now. If you didn't, allow me to break it down for you. You upload a song, let's call it, Californication by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. By the very uploading of this content, YouTube instantly gains the right to, quite frankly, do whatever the fuck they want with it. It's worldwide, so everyone is affected. It's royalty-free, meaning Anthony the Crook Kiedis earns no money for the usage of the song. It's a sub-licensable and transferable license, meaning they can sell or transfer that shit to anyone in the world. Yes, they could theoretically sell your song to Grok to train that AI model even. It can be used to reproduce, i.e. training an AI model, or to prepare derivative works, i.e. Training an AI model again. Now perhaps I've blown it slightly out of proportion. The Anthony Kiedises of the world probably aren't affected. The article says, these terms of service govern all individual users who upload music directly to YouTube, meaning if Google's argument is accepted by the court, the company would be legally permitted to train AI models on and otherwise utilize that content for derivative works. All of the major music companies, as well as indie labels and publishers, have licensing deals with YouTube that govern copyright protection and royalty payouts. Whether AI training is permitted likely differs from license to license, depending on the grants around derivative works. Some companies have even added AI-specific language in recent years that sets forth rules for whether and how music can be used for Google's AI initiatives. For example, during the investor earnings call for Universal Music Group in October, CEO Lucian Grange said the company's renewed licensing deal with YouTube secured really important guardrails and protection for our artists and writers around generative AI content. So really who this fucks is the little guy. John Smith uploading his album to YouTube is in a major pickle, assuming he doesn't want AI to feed off his stuff with no benefit, I suppose. It's a little backwards if you ask a guy like me. You'd think, or at least hope, I guess, that perhaps an artist could consent to the AI slopification of their music were the price right. But it's almost the complete opposite. If you already have the money, or if you're signed to a major record label like UMG, there's no real benefit to letting AI feed off you, and they don't. But for my dear friend John Smith, he makes his song, he gets no money, and gets his shit AI slopified. The article goes on, Google has not explicitly disclosed what material was included in the Lyria 3 training dataset. That's their AI bot. In a statement to Billboard when the model was rolled out, a Google rep said it was trained on music that Google has, quote, a right to use under our terms of service, partner agreements, and applicable law. A rep for Google declined on June 9th to comment beyond the public court papers. One of the attorneys on the prosecuting side told Billboard Google hasn't shown a single plaintiff ever agreed to its terms of service, and no version of those terms has ever said a word about AI training. Artists put music online to reach listeners, not to hand a $4 trillion company free raw material for a product built to replace them. I couldn't put it much better myself, Mr. Prosecutor, sir. It is causing artists with aspirations of spreading their music to the world to feed directly into a machine. It at the very least aims to make them completely obsolete. Could it ever go that far? Will AI ever completely replace art? I don't know. I'm just some guy. But it's hard to not foresee a dystopian future where AI music trained on real music dominates the charts. And if that's not bad enough, do know that this shit has all already kind of been done by some AI companies called Suno and Udio, who are being sued by not only UMG, but also Sony and WMG, who claim these AI companies infringe their IP at, quote, an almost unimaginable scale. And these lawsuits have been going on for somewhere around 2 years, so we're fucked, I think. At the end of the day, it's incredibly punishing for the average user of YouTube.com in a way that genuinely should be known, I think. I'm not really sure what can be done, minus crossing our fingers and perhaps lighting a candle in hopes of a Google loss in this lawsuit. But at the very least, the word should be spread, so I thought I'd do my part. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Sorry for ruining your day, and take care.